Hello, and welcome to the Swole Initiative Network. You are watching, I was waiting for that. You are watching the Fables of Gahlia, the correct way to start your weekend off. Thank you so much. We've been off for a little bit when we went to GaryCon and things, and that was nuts, but we're back. So let's reel off some of our amazing brand partners that make this possible. Let's start with you, Stacks.
Awesome. Swole only rolls with Norse Foundry's amazing gemstone and metal dice. Also, all of our featured music comes from the free library available on Apple Music and Spotify by the one and only Norse Foundry. Use the code SWOLE, SWOLE, to save 10% at norsefoundry.com.
Thank you. Yes. And my album is out, guys. It released this week on Tuesday. So I don't have a link for it, but if you go to Norse Foundry, you'll find it there on the new release. So check it out. We'll be listening to it tonight. I forget.
It's me.
Betty?
It's
there
me.
you go.
Big shout out to Dogmite, the indomitable Dogmite, who supplies all of our luxury tabletop accessories and in solid and natural stained woods like you've never seen them before. So you can go to dogmite.com to see these true champions of creativity and use the code SWOLE to get 15% off of your purchase, which is awesome. And I'll put a thing in the thing so you can do that. I forgot to use the commands, but we're happening. It's happening. There's the one for Norse Foundry first. And I'll continue with that.
We've been off. It's good.
I'm gonna keep going.
Riding the bike.
Brent, what do you have for us?
All right, you guys, it's time to give a special thank you and shout out to our next sponsor of the evening. Say it with me, Griffin Co. All of our 3D printed and custom terrain stuff that you see on our shows is from Griffin Co. If you want to get in on this awesome action, just go on over to griffinco.com and use the promo code SWOLE22 at checkout and receive 22% off of your entire order.
Amazing. Which leads us to Ashley.
Oh, hello! I'm gonna tell you all about Mother Flippin' Hero Forge. Our fully custom player minis come from the awesome Hero Forge. Design yours today at heroforge.com, or just like assuage your boredom for funsies and make a bunch of characters that you're never gonna play, but you make cool minis for them sometimes. Okay.
Cool. Taking it down a few octaves. Other things that we have that we do on the place that you are right now with us. We do have a sub goal up. It is the last day of the month, and so the next goal is 45. So what's that? 11? We get 11 subs by the end of the night. I will send out. I think it's gonna be the final Griffin Co. package of stuff that's usually around. I usually keep it between $40 and $60 per pack. So there's quite a lot of value in there as well. There's things like rolling trays, bottle openers that are actually mimics, dead people minis, like lots of minis, and yes, dead villagers, lots of things that you probably wouldn't think of getting, but will find a lot of use for. So if you can, then the subs go to all of the stuff that keeps our production running, as well as the production of our new shows that are coming up, including a Call of Cthulhu adventure, GM'd or keeped, I think that's the word, isn't it? Kept by by Ashley. So that's going to be real fun. So if you'd like to donate and can, then thank you so much. Gifts, Prime, and regular subs all go towards it. But if you are unable to give financially, then that's totally okay. Thank you so much for being here. That's the most important bit. If you are not already, you could be following us, and that doesn't cost a penny. So you could go across and just click on that little heart icon there, and you'll get a character rolled on screen as well. Wow. So jump on that if you haven't already. Other things. It's been a minute. I'm trying to get through them.
Subscriber roll.
Done that. Subscribers. If you are a subscriber, you can roll along with the players using !roll in the chat, which will roll a d20. So you can see how you fare at the same time as the players. Other than that, we have flex points. Everyone can join in with flex points. That is the flexing arm at the bottom left hand of the chat. If you click on that, you will see the player icons up. Excuse me. You will see the player icons up, and you can spend 1,000 points per character per stream. And once 10 people all spend on the same character, they will get a flex point, which is signified by a flexing arm on their window, in which case, stop laughing. I see you.
The slow zoom into Brent right now is so cinematic. I just can't look away.
My camera controls just like blinked out and like all the settings just went whoop. So I'm sitting here trying to do it back, and it just...
It was such a slow push. It was very Tarantino-esque.
Yes, so flex points, which allow the players to flex their abilities and basically get a side door access to... I nearly said back door access, and I always try and avoid that one. Side door access to the rule of cool. It allows them to create some really awesome narrative abilities at the DM's discretion. Not discretion. I don't know what that is. Tonight's going well. I think that's it. Oh, we have a YouTube. That's where all of our VODs go to live on forever in the ether. So you can subscribe to that for free as well. So that would be awesome. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so if you add to that, then thanks so much. But you can also catch up on all of the shenanigans. I think that's it. Oh, and we have our special T-shirt with Dyson Devil Horns. That Dragon Man is a sexual deviant T-shirt is available from Dyson Devil Horns. I will get a link for that in a second and post. Nope. What?
I don't have that. That's all I was saying.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I'll get a link and I'll post it in the chat, probably in the thing that we roll in between now and the show starting. The trailer. That's it. Speaking of trailers, we should probably shut me up and go ahead and roll the trailer for this week's chapter of the Fables of Gahlia. So, last time on the Fables of Gahlia, you guys had recollected yourselves after the fair, the boulder bouts, met up and said goodbyes to Jarek and David at the Full Tankard in Hall Boulder, acquiring a, what did you call it? Tiny foldable boat? Was that the theme?
Tiny foldable boat.
There you go. After getting that, heading back to be teleported to Heliacal, where Yolo met you and gave you the rest of your reward because you had asked so little of them, and dispensed quite a few magic items to you and some monies. And then stepping into the teleportation circle, you were transported to the Sun Elf city of Heliacal, where, as you took stock of what was around you, realized quickly that there were two skeletons roaming the teleportation circle, which then ensued into a battle, including some familiar gnoll faces that had previously escaped. After dispensing with them, you were quickly grabbed up by a tabby Tabaxi with a red sort of bandage eye patch across one eye, beckoning you across, taking you up a couple of flights of stairs and into the what seems to be a library. You started to see pair after pair after pair of bright, scorching red eyes in the dark as the Tabaxi turns to you and tells you that they have been under attack. You are currently sat down back against a couple of bookcases as gnolls walk up and down the different sort of alleyways and aisles. That was the word I was looking for. So, as you sit and wait, what do you do?
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna use hand signals, and I'm gonna try to get my point across that how many. I'm asking the Tabaxi, how many are there? How many?
What? Do it in my good eye.
How many gnolls? How many?
He slowly rises a little, starts to scan sort of through the bookshelves. I'm missing a D20. It's been
I'm sure you have enough.
Just use a D4.
just use the D4. You don't want that on everything. There it is.
Oh no.
Okay. So he kind of starts raising up a little bit, and you watch as his tail knocks a book that was precariously left on the edge of one of the shelves. As it starts to fall, instinctually he reaches out and grabs it behind him. Looking around, sitting back down. He kind of signals for Kaya again. I count more than 10 pairs of eyes, not more than 10 pairs of gnolls.
Any outside in the city?
Oh, The city is taken. They control all of it.
Oh my god.
Where are
So where are
those?
all the people?
Are there others?
Survivors, yes, yes. I shall take you to them. We can keep you safe.
Okay.
Is anyone in need of anything? You are all able-bodied and ready to go.
Yes.
I'm hurt for some reason that I don't recall. Is that? Does
It
that
was
sound-
probably all the gnolls.
Oh yes, all the gnolls that we because we fought the gnolls. Sorry, it hit my head so
Yes.
hard.
I'm
Able-bodied, I think, is a stretch, perhaps, but I'm happy to sneak along and stay out of trouble.
I'll reach over.
This is good. This is good.
I'm going to use healing hands on Adeline. So you'll see I'll reach over and just kind of touch each side of your face, and you'll just kind of see like a little dim gold light go from my hands into your skin, and you're gonna get ooh. Oh, where did my thing go? You'll get 9 points of healing back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm feeling better by the second, so let's go.
That is nice. Hopefully they won't put you back to what you were. If we are all feeling good, then I think now is the time to make our way through the bookshelves. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. He edges his way to the corner of the bookcase. Kind of looks up and down. Motions over to you. 3, 2, 1. He steps back and just ushers you all across. I'm going to need you all to make stealth checks as you cross the aisle.
Stealth.
This is a group check. Group check.
My cat just laid down in my dice tray.
I'm still going to need you to make that stealth check.
She passes because cat.
Did I have inspiration or anything in the past? Any reason I might get to roll twice?
Me either.
I don't believe so, no.
I got a 17.
I really hope all of you do.
I also got a
really
17.
well. Yes.
I'm super stealthy in my new dwarven half plate. I got a dirty 20.
Oh, that not having disadvantage works out, right?
Yep.
So 17, 20. Rhapsody, you've been pretty quiet.
My dice have betrayed me. I rolled a 1, so that's an 8.
I rolled a 1 for a 6.
And I got a
Oh, the
7.
Wow, the two monks.
Both monks.
I stepped on Kaya's tail, and he stepped on mine.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
That's so cute.
Don't cross the
fight
tail.
together.
Don't cross the tail.
We grew up fighting together. How did we let this happen?
Okay. So 17, 20. And then 2 1s.
With an 8 and a 6 for those 2 1s.
Yes.
But there's still one missing.
We're still one missing. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Rose, what did you get?
7.
Oh,
God. What the hell?
But
we're gonna fight, guys.
doesn't that pass because it's
Good.
like
You know what?
3 and 3?
Good odds. Let's kill all of them. Let's kill all the gnolls.
Most
Yeah, let's
of
do
you
it.
guys
We're gonna
did
have to.
not well.
Half did good, half
These
did
are good
bad. That
odds.
cancels.
It's still like, if the DC was a 10, I think we beat it.
It wasn't. So, as you, as you start to move across, there's a moment where, Kaya, your tail, as you kind of whip it back around the other side of you to keep it close as you move across, you accidentally hit the Tabaxi's hand that's holding the book. And it flies up into the air, and this like slow motion of it going up as everyone's moving through. As it goes up, the Tabaxi goes to reach for it and just knocks it forward. Rhapsody lunges for it to grab it and just doesn't quite grasp it and knocks it forward as it falls across. There are 3 in the immediate vicinity. I rolled 2 4s.
I cast Thermaturgy. I'm gonna make a big loud noise
Louder?
behind them.
Okay. Make a perception check,
Okay.
because you weren't the one spending time looking for where they were.
That I got a 25 on.
25. Okay. So what sound do you make?
I make the sound of books falling off of a shelf.
Of
Like
a
a
different
lot
shelf?
of books.
What's your spell save DC? Just
16.
okay. So, hearing the book fall instinctively, throwing out thaumaturgy across the room, you hear another tumbling of books. After that, you hear like a bunch of snarling and things, and armor clinking as it moves towards this area, not your area. Rapidly, you see them crossing the aisle ahead and moving around a bookcase, followed by a bunch of stabbing and slashing, followed by silence and frustration. You hear one, "Keep an eye out. There must be someone here." They are now on alert. Your stealth DC is higher. But you make it across the aisle. The Tabaxi looks at you, Rose, and says, "That was some quick thinking. Good work."
Thanks.
Everyone else, if we could just be a lot quieter, we make it out and live to see tomorrow.
Sorry.
Yes. Wonderful. Let's try this again. He leans up against this other bookcase and looks around. He says, "If we can get ahead by 2 more bookcases, we can make a run for the door. Are we all okay? And by okay, I mean quiet. Yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Bueno. Let's go." He rapidly around the corner. You just barely even hear any kind of footfall. Just those soft Tabaxi pads hitting the stone and the carpet that lines the aisle around. He leans back. 3, 2, 1, go. Stealth checks.
13.
You all look
22.
very confident. 13, 22.
22.
19.
24.
15.
7.
Hey, but that's better than last time,
I
buddy.
rolled a 1, and then the first time, and I rolled a 2 that time.
See?
You needed 4 successes. You had 4 successes.
All right.
You were able to
No
just
problem.
about make it around to the next bookcase,
What's
where
wrong with my dice?
the Tabaxi has you slide down. Shh. As you watch to the side, a knoll walking past, armed with rusty blades, a bow on his back, looking around, sort of rusted armor and plates, pauldrons. Keeps on moving. Okay. I will stay here and look for that one. You guys need to make it to the next bookcase. Can you do this?
I will try harder.
Yes, we've had practice now. We are 1 for 1.
That's good for us, honestly.
We got this.
Okay. And he slinks out to the side, and you see him sort of disappear off down another bookcase. And it takes a minute, and you guys are like, what the fuck happened to him? And then you, who would be on the outside of the bookcase? Because it's not everyone's going to see this.
I think I would have not been on the outside. After messing up twice, I'm probably just like slinking and laying on the ground.
I would be looking.
I think
Yeah, who would be going first? Because that's who would be on the outside.
Adeline's keeping an eye out too, just in case I need to drop invisibility or something. I'm kind of like staying alert.
So we'll say the
So like
girls
the
are out
girls
front.
basically on the
Girls are
outside,
out
the quiet ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So, girls, you watch as you are standing there watching the gnolls sort of head down the long aisle. The Tabaxi runs out from across the bookcases on all fours. Just you only see him for a second, and his tail taps the gnoll on the shoulder, and he keeps going. He starts heading down the other side. As that happens, Tabaxi heads around the corner. Go, 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 go. Stealth checks.
All right. 15.
18!
Hey, there we go.
21.
Nice.
19.
Okay.
17.
Natural 1.
For a 3.
Who am I missing? Lost. What did you have?
15.
With a natural 1, you needed 1 more success. You have 5 successes. You are. Yes. So you're able to make it around to the sort of the last bookcase where it is like cordoned off with this large sort of counter desk sort of like wooden structure. in front of you, and you're able to sort of sit behind it and wait on the tabaxi. A few seconds pass, and he runs up behind you and sits down. Oh, that was a close one.
We're professionals.
I see that.
That was a very impressive move you pulled with the tail and the running. You're quite sneaky.
Yes, call it tools of the trade. What?
How do you run so quietly in those boots?
I don't have boots on.
Oh, my vision is going.
That's a stereotype.
Oh.
And he sort of eyes the door and says, "We can make it in one go." We get out of here, we run left around the corner, take another left. There's an alleyway. In case I don't get out there with you, that is where you go. Stay there, someone will get you. If I am with you, no worries. Huh?
But are you going to be
Alright.
okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Left and then another left around the corner in the alleyway. Wait for you. If you don't get there, someone will get us.
It's good memory. Yes.
I'm good with directions.
Wait. All right.
Wait.
What?
And I... Just a little help. And I cast guidance on him.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm going to run across the other side. Look for my hand. I will count you out. Everyone ready?
Do we have to be stealthy at this point, too?
You could probably make a run for it. The door is maybe 10 feet away from where we are.
What if we set an ambush outside the door?
For me?
No, for the gnolls if they chase you.
Oh, if I start getting chased, I'm not going to run out the door.
All right.
Okay.
Big brain.
So if someone goes out the door, please do not attack. It will probably be me. But
If
you
you-
won't be outside the door, will you? Because you will be a left and another left down the alleyway.
The alley.
So how will we know if you're okay? If you don't come out the door, do you have another avenue of escape?
This is called improvising. Yes.
Sure.
Well, just to
we're
be
not-
safe, and the tabaxi hears that in his head. Well, just
not
to be
gonna-
safe,
We're
you
not
can
gonna leave
reach
you
me this
behind.
way.
So many outside and inside voices at once.
We're not going to leave you behind after you are helping us.
There are far too many to take on right now. You leave, I follow. If I don't follow, it's gone tits up. Don't worry about it.
Got it.
And he thinks,
Great.
hello?
Yes. I'll be able to keep this link alive for the next few minutes at least. So if things go tits up, you can let us know.
And he thinks telepathically back to you. Got it. It goes tits up. I will think about how bad it is going.
Yes. Just. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did not think I would be hearing tits 3 times.
It's the
I
word of
almost
the
said it a
day.
fourth time too. I almost said it a fourth time. You know?
It's the word of the day.
Yes. word of the session. So he sort of readies himself on all fours, says, "Get ready," and takes off. A short while later, you'll see these reflective cat's eyes from the dark as he sort of pokes his snout out from between a couple of books in a shelf that you can see across the way. There's what?
Knocks over a few.
They're not breakable, so. 1, 2, 3. And you see his eyes disappear. As you start making your way for the door, you get about a couple of feet away before this huge crash as a couple of you sort of look over your shoulder and you watch as the bookcases are getting knocked into one another domino style. There's multiple like and sounds just crashing and running towards the area. Adeline, you hear, go, 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 go.
Let's go.
So you guys are able to run and make it out of the main doors of the Athenium. Where do you go?
Left.
Got it?
Left and then left.
And then left again into an alley.
Cool. So you guys run around into the alley behind the alley, behind the like library. Adeline, after all of the crashing and things, it's still going on. You hear one message come through that says, "Well, just little tits, just little tits." And a couple of moments
He's
later,
talking about very little tits.
a couple of moments later, you see the Tabaxi kind of wrap around the wall. Well, that was more of an adventure than I was planning for this evening.
That was quite the distraction.
When did the gnolls attack the town?
They've been here maybe a week.
And y'all haven't been able to get word out?
How?
I mean, I don't know. That's who?
How destructive have they been?
You will see. Anyway, let's and he pulls himself off the wall and starts leading you guys down the alleyway. Who's proficient in insight? You three can make checks.
I'm throwing this dice away. No, I'm not.
24.
4.
14.
Yeah, 14.
The 24 gets it. You heard his sort of grunt as he pulled himself off of the wall, which made you a little suspicious, and you look towards the wall, and there is a bloodstain where he was leant up against it.
I didn't see that.
But he starts leading you down this alleyway.
Are you hurt?
I am fine. I am fine. We need to get off the streets.
You're bleeding a lot.
Yes, that is not tools of the trade, but dangers of the trade.
Here.
I'll go, like, poke him and just cure wound.
In the wound.
Towards where I think the wound might be, maybe, yeah.
Just
cure
poke
wounds
him.
first level, yeah.
Okay.
No, I would like to poke him towards where the wound is. I think Lily would do that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I was just following up to make sure that there was something being cast and you weren't just
An
digging your
asshole.
finger in.
Yeah, I'm just being a dick. That's gonna be 12.
12 points.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So you kind of put your finger like in between the like basically like a slit in his shirt that he's wearing and find the wound, and he oh, actually that feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Just use a good finger.
The finger, the
Finger.
finger.
Apparently.
The magic finger.
Just don't know what's happening anymore.
Maybe we all just need a good finger.
Lily has a bag of them.
No, I keep them on my belt.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Oh
Lily
god.
does love a good finger. I'm done.
And that's tonight's episode, guys. Tits and fingers. That'll be the name when it hits YouTube.
that needs to be the title. Yeah.
You know?
We need a rating warning on this one.
Anyway.
Adults only.
After thanking you for the healing spell,
That's
he
what that
continues
was,
to lead you
people.
down an alley, stops on the corner and looks around, motions for you to go, takes off again. You see that he's kind of zigzagging against the walls to make sure from both angles down the alley that there's nothing coming. Leads you out to the main street. Once you get to the edge of this alley that kind of circled back around the back of the library, you start to see the glow. But it's not sunlight. It's too late for that. There are fires across the city, far off. Smoke starting to fill the sky. Says the Tabaxi. You also see gnolls and skeletons, zombies, all manner of sort of undead raised back, manning the streets. Skeletons dragging whatever weapon that they were sort of thrust upon behind them. Down the streets with gnolls, again armored with pauldrons, some with breastplates that are kind of broken a little bit, all carrying multiple weapons and scanning the streets, constantly on alert.
We have to do something.
Yes, doing something will be great. Maybe not for tonight.
How much further till we get to, I would guess, the encampment?
The safe house.
Yes, encampment. Small hovel where we are all staying. Those who say what?
Did any people escape the city? Like, Any residents escape the city? I'm just trying to figure out if anybody might have been able to get out and maybe get word to maybe
Some left. Some left. The problem is, they have very sharp shooters.
So they didn't get far.
They did not.
Well, let's get to the
Are
Are they
hovel.
seeking?
Let's get to the hovel and take stock of what we have.
Yes, I agree. We can talk more when we reach there. He looks around onto the main street, and it's not like littered. It's not like a busy day full of undead and like gnolls just going about their business and things. They are scattered around. He waits and waits and waits, and a couple of the gnolls start to head down separate streets. He says, if we can get around this building, we can get back into the alleyways and make it back. They are not gifted with smarts, these skeletons and undead. This should be easy. I say should. Knock on wood, huh? One more. He readies himself. 1, 2, 3. Follow me. Heads out around the corner. I need one more stealth check from you guys.
17.
17.
21.
21.
As Lily likes to say, an unnatural 20.
15.
Dope. Okay. 15, you said?
Mm-hmm.
10.
8.
10 and 8.
It all flips around.
The DC was lower for the undead as opposed to the gnolls. You were able to make it around the corner, heading down, following the Tabaxi, as he darts down another alleyway. As you follow him around, he takes you down to the backs of these buildings and in between them now. He says, we should be able to reach the, how you say, resistance from here. Are you all okay?
Yes.
So far, so good.
Wonderful. Okay, follow me. He starts leading you down basically this maze of alleyways with barely any sort of marker that you can see. Like this is from memory, going down these winding alleyways.
I'm
As he
taking
reaches-
careful note of each. I'm taking careful note of each of the turns and which way we go.
Yep, sweet, yeah. And as he comes upon this wall, it's the end of the alley. He slows down, walks to the wall, puts his hand against it, runs down the stone to the side, and knocks on the stone. And you watch as this loose slab is pulled inwards He says, might be a bit of a squeeze for some of you bigger guys, but in we go. And he heads into the hovel, the dark hole. Who's going in?
I am.
Oh,
I'm going to go in last.
this. Right?
I'm going to keep an eye out as everybody goes in.
Okay.
Go.
We all go in.
Everyone in.
Mhm.
So, as you head through this hole, it's not a tunnel, so it's only for a very short moment that everything is dark, and as you get through the other side, you look around and you see a mixture of races. There are some elves. There's a couple of Tabaxi there. There's a sort of small family of gnomes off to the side, all in tattered clothing. The room that you're in is has a wooden floor to it. Some of the walls, there's sort of concrete sort of hanging off of the walls that chipped and things that you can tell this room is basically where they've been able to find somewhere that hasn't been checked. And the Tabaxi walks over to one of the walls and says, "Come, friends." He says, "Everyone, this is I have friends I pick up along the way."
We're the Army of Fate.
Are the Army of Fate. And everyone's kind of like waving and things. Like they do not look well.
Is this all of the survivors in the entire city?
No. These are the ones who publicly stood up against them.
So are they seeking to, forgive me, enslave, then eradicate?
I do not think so.
Oh.
They needed something that we had.
And what is that?
Did they get it?
I believe so. And I am not smart in the way of the arcane. They took from Athenium. The Athenium is where you were. That's where I picked you up. Hello, welcome to Heliacal.
Hello.
Thanks. Oh, what was the nature of the thing that they took?
There was two. Large, almost obelisk in nature.
What?
Crystal.
Crystal. Do you know?
Blue crystals?
I would say more of a sea foam or a teal, but blue.
Right. Okay, well, okay.
And why were you in possession of those crystals?
Well, I wasn't.
Ah.
The city was. The Athenium is not only a place of archived knowledge, but it is also magical research.
Would I have any contacts at the Athenium or like have knowledge of like relations with the Institute?
You, in particular, can make a A history check.
Yes, I'm good at that. Okay. 15. Rolled an 8.
15. Good.
Right.
DC was not particularly high. The Athenium. The Athenium. You've heard that before, right? The rising sun Athenium of Heliacal. That's where Cinderlore came from. The current sitting head of the Institute.
Ah, beans. It's all starting to make sense. Okay. Oh. I could be where it started. The research, the drive for these crystals, where the importance of them was uncovered, in a way. I can't say for certain, but I do know that, well, this would be connected to the higher-ups at the Institute, who originate from the Earth.
But they use gnolls to do their bidding?
I'm sorry?
But they use gnolls to do their bidding?
Well, I'd imagine a gnoll is easier to manipulate than... I don't know. I think perhaps that is a motivation, or... We know that the gnolls have their own designs and grabs for power. Perhaps the intercede, but someone who is seeking out these crystals, who is no longer affiliated with them, perhaps, but knows of their existence, he has to be the one after it.
There's also something more powerful here as well. There's undead, and lots of them. A simple gnoll doesn't have the power for that.
But we saw that one gnoll at the river crossing who had some sort of ability in the arcane. Maybe
there are more than one that has maybe not arcane abilities, but definitely some magical knowledge. You think this is connected to someone? I'm sorry. You think this is somehow connected to people that you know in the Institute?
Unfortunately, yes. The item that was taken seems to be in high demand pretty much everywhere across the whole continent. And I'm afraid that with that in their hands, they've become more, especially that large.
So, what? There was a specific item that was taken, like one, or is it
2 large blue obelisk crystals?
Oh, those. Yeah.
They're still here. So is there something else they're looking for?
That I do not know.
How long ago was it that they took the crystals?
It did not take long after they took the city. Same day, the next day. The first several days blended into one. It was an onslaught. We lost a lot of people.
I'm sorry for your loss.
And none of you had the ability, or none of you that are remaining have the ability to communicate over long distances with any type of magical or type of ability.
None of us are skilled in that way, but
Okay.
there may have been other people doing it.
Well, to solve this, they're going to need an army of some kind. Honestly, there's so many.
Well, they're pretty...
There must be a reason why they're still occupying the city.
Yes.
Exactly.
Tell me, does Heliacal have a mine faction or an underground faction?
No. We are almost out in the desert here.
What is your primary export?
We don't really export. We're such a large city. This is the capital of the Swole province. Pretty much
Right.
anything comes in through here. It's
like a central market.
yes,
It's where everything is exchanged.
exactly.
It's also the passage and the furthermost outreach to the cloudburst. That's what it's called. The cloudburst domain.
You're correct. Yes, it's the largest city before you reach the river, which leads
Perhaps
to the
this
cloud.
is just a chess piece. Perhaps this is a convenient base of operations before the next, moving
Like a
towards.
staging.
Yes. I mean, I don't know any of this, but we should find out why they are here and why they are looking to hold the city if
Do
they've
the Knolls
taken
have a base camp?
A base camp.
Are they
So-
concentrated anywhere?
I have been scoping.
Scouting.
Yes. To see if there were weaknesses anywhere. They are arranged very well militarily. From what I can see, there is a direct line of power. The what's the word? Headquarters would be Corellon's Cathedral.
How far is that from here?
From here, maybe 20-25 minute walk.
Do the
That is
Knolls?
where the population is denser with gnolls. As you get further out, they use their lackeys and the undead and such that you will be seen inside the cathedral. That is where the one they refer to as the Flind.
The what?
The Flind.
Oh, that sounds bad.
From what I can tell, he is in charge of the entire Gnoll Legion.
Does that ring any bells from our encounters with the gnolls?
Yes, indeed. The words that the old man said to you before committing suicide, for want of a better word.
Yeah, that's right. Is there This cathedral. Is there any way to trap the occupants inside and then maybe burn it to the
Set
ground?
it on fire? Oh my god, we're so on the same wavelength.
Dirty dudes.
So, living next to the Uzira territories, which is generally where the gnolls stay, fire doesn't tend to do as much as you would hope.
Against the gnolls?
Mm.
Yes, they look bestial, but they are actually demonic in nature.
Perhaps that explains a bit of the
Maybe
So the survivors
alliances.
here are the citizens that stood up to them. But where are the rest of the people?
They exist. Their life is not much, but they get by.
Are they still living?
Yes, yes. They are basically in servitude.
I want to look around at all the people. Like, I assume it's a pretty small space.
Yeah. There's a couple of elves. These are high elves, and these are sun elves. So their skin is this kind of like golden brown color, and their hair is generally like this thick, silky blonde color. Like that's sort of how you would think of them as like a general
like elf surfers.
Yeah, almost, yeah. Skin's a little bit darker than that, but yeah. So these sun elves are in the sort of opposite corner to the one that you're in. Look like they're kind of licking their wounds, sort of patching each other up and things, and talking amongst themselves. There's a family of gnomes, like a small family of gnomes to the side as well. There's a couple of other sun elves kind of dotted through, and then there's your Tabaxi friend.
Excuse me.
I'm going to. Is there like I don't know, like an empty barrel or like a place, like a bowl, a wash bowl, a barrel, something?
Yeah, there's a couple of like small pails of water that they've got there to kind of like freshen up and like wash off wounds and things.
My intention is to create water, fresh water, for drinking.
Oh, yeah, you can find an empty one. That's
Yeah.
easy. So there's
I can,
there's several.
I can create up
plates.
to 10
There's-
gallons is what I'm saying. So like I'm gonna try and give them water.
Sure. Yeah. Let's say there's a barrel in there that you're able to kind of like sit up, take the top off of, and you're able to go ahead.
So yeah, I'll do that, and then I will touch just one. Is it stone everywhere?
Stone walls.
Yeah.
Wooden floor.
Okay. I will touch one stone and cast light on it, near where I've created the water, just so that they can have a little bit of light and water.
Yeah, a couple of them like guard their eyes and things because of the quick transition to the bright light, and then as you start creating the water into the barrel, you hear all the whispers, and it was kind of somber before, but this act of kindness in this moment you hear the sort of whisperings like start to pick up a little bit. You hear what sounds a little bit like hope amongst them as they sort of come over and start thanking you and like grabbing your shoulder and then going straight to the water and things.
I'll take a cup out of my bag. I think I have a teacup. I think I have that written down. So I'll take a cup out of my bag and I'll dip it in the bucket and just kind of pass it to be like a communal cup or whatever, because I'm not sure what that's like. And then as they come near, I'll address them. You have no reason to fear any longer. Fate has brought you your deliverers. And I promise you, we will get you out of this. The Army of Fate.
You see a few of them kind of look around at each other, like sort of bemused, as they look around and see that other people are reacting kind of positively to it. Those sort of whispers start to pick up a little bit more as well. And you see one of the Sun Elves step forward with their teacup of water and says, "To the Army of Fate!" And they all, "To the Army of Fate!" Ah! There's a little bit of a rousing of their spirits in this one secluded room of the city of Heliacal. You've been filled from hope into some lost souls.
I'll turn to my sister and say, if I've ever learned anything in my life, the one thing that heals people faster than anything else is hope.
It's true.
And good wine. And I offer up a gallon of wine because I have my alchemy jug.
There you go.
Right on cue. There you go.
And mayonnaise.
Adeline's gonna follow Rose and Lost good example of helping everyone and go around and cast mending on anything that's like visibly kind of like nicing up things, mending people's clothes where they're maybe tattered and that kind of thing. Just kind of like, you know.
I got nothing that's gonna bring hope. I got fear. I got curses.
Just fear and death. That's fine.
I got a goldfish.
Excuse
Don't
me.
forget about Alistair.
It's a niche need, okay? It's not for right now, but it's still useful.
Are there children, like gnome children?
Yes, there's a little gnome boy and girl.
I'd like to make Alistair like be chased by Poppy in like a little game for the children to watch.
And yeah, so Alistair, the little ghost
Not that they
goldfish.
can see Alistair, but
I can see Poppy.
Would you like them to be able to see him?
yeah.
Everyone can now see the little ghost goldfish skeleton sort of swimming through the air. Does a loop around Poppy and then slides off as Poppy, the skeleton cat, kind of and jumps off and then starts chasing him around. The little girl and boy gnome that have their like little sort of cracked bowls of water and things there. They kind of like
I think they're mended now.
And point eventually. She hasn't gotten around there yet.
Nothing is torn. Nothing is broken. Adeline was here.
I fixed everything except the entire situation. It's on
Makes
the
me sad looking at all their tattered clothes.
Ugh. Gross.
They're dirty. Sorry.
A ghost goldfish and,
Oh,
and a
no.
skeleton cat. The
We
two,
ruined
the
it. It was a
coolest
nice
cats in the
moment.
history
We
of
ruined
D&D.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, they kind of poke at each other and point off to the cat and start kind of giggling to themselves. And they kind of just like lean into each other, finding comfort in this moment.
Excuse me, Sir Tabaxi. I apologize.
I'm sorry. My name is Antonio.
Yes, I'm Kaya. I was just going to ask you your name. I'm Kaya, and I just,
What's his name?
you know, I
Antonio.
want to. Are there any other?
Antonio.
Okay.
My name is Antonio. Sorry, your friend couldn't hear me.
Yes, and I was wondering, you know, besides yourself, do any of the, I guess, for lack of a better word, the refugees here are they? Do any of them have any martial skills? You said none of them have any magical abilities. Are there any, like, that have any experience in combat or fighting of any kind?
There are a couple with some minor training in fighting, but these are people who would not roll over.
Okay. Do you? We're kind of like they're not. I just want to say what, you know. I want to reiterate what Rose said. You know, we are here. We were brought here by fate, and we will set this situation right. And though there's only
much
6 of us,
glory to be had to liberate a capital city.
you know, there's only 6 of us, but we're like we're like force multipliers. If you understand my meaning, we are able to.
I'm good point nose. Yes.
Yeah, we're able to, like. There was once a play I saw, a traveling play. It was called the three
Pigs.
friends, the 3 friends, I think, and they ended up in this little tiny town, and they fended off this gang of ruffians that were much larger than themselves. By, like, the city folk were able to, like, sew and do all these crazy things, and it made it seem like there were hundreds and hundreds of them when there were only, you know, the 3 friends that showed up. I'm thinking maybe we could, you know, all of the refugees, we could link up with the other ones and the other small, and we could somehow coordinate something like that, and maybe a distraction for us to make, you know, the 6 of us to make an attack on the Flynn, the leader. You know, I'm just thinking strategically right now, as opposed to like exactly how that would work.
You think we should act out a play to?
No, it was just I got the idea from a play. It was the 3 friends, or I can't remember. It was another language, that's something like that.
Yes, I think there was the
Martin Little was in it. Instead of. I haven't movie in so long. It's such a good movie.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm gonna let it go there.
No, it's fine. We are spitballing. Yes.
Yeah.
I am more proficient in hairballing than spitballing, but it's just Tabaxi humor.
I like it. I like it.
So, from what I can tell, sorry, go on.
Well, perhaps we can rest and share our help we can for tonight, and tomorrow we liberate the city in whatever way we see fit.
Well, it's a very large city. I don't think that we will liberate it in a day. In fact, this is just what I was going to speak on. So the Flint is the leader. There are 4 generals under the flame. Alright, just organizing my memories. There are Markir. He is the leader of the bowmen. Very skilled from a range. Then there is Tirar Bloodcloak, the Unseen.
God, the cool name. We should
He
pick
is-
cooler names.
He is their quiet stealth specialist. Then there is War Master Grot. He is a big boy. He commands the Legion under the Flint. He is joint second in command with the 4th General, Shaman Irgu. Shaman Irgu is the Pestilent. He is the one who has been raising our dead. Controller of great magics, but doesn't seem to be of the wizardy kind. Those 4 generals, if we are able to take them out, that leaves them vulnerable.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Underneath them, there are 2 enforcers. One is Canoe. The other, we do not know his name. We refer to him as the Abomination.
Is he undead?
These
You could call
strange
him-
things started happening when they took the crystals from the Athenium.
Yeah.
This was the one that pulled the crystals out.
Oh.
He changed.
Does it seem like he's still in possession of the crystal?
No, the crystals are within the cathedral. If we can single out the generals and take them out, this leaves the flint and the crystals exposed.
Are the generals encamped in the same place as the Flint and the cathedral, or are they in like various sectors of the city?
Yes, they are all controlling different areas.
Well, that's
Heliacal is too big for one figurehead to control the entire thing.
right. That's a good thing.
Yes, I agree.
If we just,
Perhaps-
I'm just
We strike. Sorry, but perhaps striking the shaman first, taking out the undead, that reduces our resistance, perhaps, to get to the others.
This is a possibility. I do not know how the magics work. If the spells last on afterwards, but this is good thinking.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They're probably the softest target, especially.
However, Irgu is one of the advisors of the Flint with Grot. He may be closer to the cathedral. Not impossible, but potentially harder to reach.
The only issue I have with attacking that general first, whoever we set our eyes on first, the rest will be alerted. So, while he might be an easy pick, he might not necessarily be the first one that we strike.
That's a good point.
You are correct,
Go
my
after the
friend.
big one first.
It would be great if the spell drops, but if the spell drops and all the gnolls see the magic is gone, they will figure something is wrong and will quickly descend upon us.
I worry
Perhaps the snake.
about.
Perhaps the what?
What was that, Adeline?
The sneaky one, because
blood
maybe it's not right. Maybe it's not to the ordinary that they go missing. Maybe we can frame that one more as a disappearance than a death.
Tirar.
Maybe they've gone out scouting. Yes.
He does tend to walk alone. When I see the other ones, they are usually how you say
Surrounded
like
with.
entourage. Yes, they have guards with them. Whenever I have seen Tirar, he is in and out by himself.
Is there any way to traverse the city besides the streets? Are there sewers? Are there any ways to travel across the city?
There is. We could take to the rooftops.
I was just going to ask, how are the rooftops? Have they taken the rooftops? Are they?
That is super cool.
There are some guards among the rooftops, but they are not as heavily guarded as the main walls around the outside, nor as heavily guarded as the streets. So this may be a good way. However, I do have a small favor to ask before the night is through. So, I came upon the Athenium by accident and I heard the commotion. I was on my way to what was my house because I believe my son is there.
Still at this moment?
How old is your son?
My son, he's 8. He's smart. I taught him well. He went to go and get food. We had some stored before we had to leave.
You
He
haven't
has
seen
not
him since
been-
the invasion? You haven't seen him since the start, or just...
Oh, no. He was with me.
Okay.
I am all he has now.
Mm-hmm.
We had to fight our way out, and one of us did not make it.
I'm sorry for your loss. I truly am.
Thank you.
We Let's make a plan and let's go get your son.
Okay. As long as everyone else is okay with that, I don't want to assume. Obviously, I can go back out by
No.
myself. But
Well, I don't speak for everyone, but I know that my experience with these amazing people is that we're not going to let you down.
my thanks are with you. So, we shall rest, lick our wounds, no? And then head out to find my little Diego.
So are we taking a short rest right quick? Or is that what we're doing?
If you want to call it that.
Okay.
Catnap. Yes.
That's actually a great spell.
But as you guys kind of tend to yourselves in this moment, that's why we're going to take our quick 10-minute break before we rejoin the Army of Fate and Antonio to go on the rescue of Diego. So, hey, thanks everyone for sticking around and watching. It's great being back. I've missed you guys and you. Yeah, we will be back in a quick 10 for the second half. And oh, look, we're like four subs away from hitting our end of month goal. It is the last kind of hour and a quarter, I guess, of well, here at least. I guess time zones are weird. Time is a weird soup. It's all good. Hopefully we will make it there. We will see you in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Hello, and welcome back to the Swole Initiative Network. You are watching the Fables of Gahlia, the correct way to start your weekend. Waited for that glitch. Here we go. We're going to get that fixed. One thing at a time. Last we left off, you guys had been taken to safety by Antonio, the Tabaxi, where you had sort of shared a little bit of information with one another about the state of Heliacal and possibly some connections outwards from there. He let you know that the reason that he was out was to go and rescue his son Diego from who had led a mini mission to his house in order to gather food supplies for the resistance. And so you guys were having a short rest before heading out. Was there anything you guys wanted to talk about or ask as we focus back in on the resistance stronghold?
If anyone was recovering hit points during the short rest, Roz would make some type of food for everyone so that they can roll an extra D8.
Nice.
Plus
Wow.
something. Plus something.
Nice.
4. Wait. Short rest. 4 plus your proficiency bonus.
Is that your chef feat coming in?
Yeah.
Clutch? Hey.
Wait, doesn't Diane have a spooky song of rest too?
No.
Oh no. Okay. So yeah,
No.
it's an extra D8, and I can do it up to 4, 5, 6, 7 people.
I don't need it.
I don't
Nice.
either.
Multiple cervix.
I got mine from my hit dice. I'm back up to full.
I mean, technically I do, but it's not like Lily's thing.
Jam.
What is she gonna play? He doesn't play instruments.
Oh, I thought you meant eating.
Adeline, you could maybe roll one less hit dice.
I also do not.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll roll one less. Okay.
Yes.
Yum, this is so good.
Okay.
Extra 1d8? Okay. Cool. Let me see here. Ooh, that's a 9 plus 3, 12.
So, as you're all sat around eating your treats, yes.
I'm
in
gonna
the back.
attune to my cool little vial of blood. So
Oh,
You
yes.
can do that.
I'm going to tune to mine.
I take out my letter opener and prick my finger and drop a droplet of blood into this little vial that then I put around my neck and tuck into my shirt.
As it
And now
drops down behind your shirt, you feel it like touch, and this emanates from there.
I'm going to get my dragonhide belt out, and I'm going to like look at the pattern in the scales, and I'm going to adjust it so that it fits kind of down low on my hips, kind of at the top of my kilt, and maybe I hang a bag from the belt now.
Okay, yeah. You can do that. So roll attuning to things.
Yeah, same thing here. I'll attune to my spell turning ring. Yes.
There we go.
I will sit with my super cool cape that I did not have to attune to.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. So, are we good to go?
Not yet.
Oh.
Pull out my flask. Swish it in my mouth for a bit. Take a deep breath. Crack all the bones in my body. Crack my neck. Do some calisthenics. Stretch. Good to go.
You're surprisingly mobile with all that armor on.
Oh, this is from the finest craftsmanship in Horvalder. Specially made for friends of Horvalder.
Oh. It's fantastic. You know, Thina from Heliacal, she was trained by the dwarves of Horvalder. She runs the forge here.
Very well.
Is she here? Or is she there?
She is, what's the word? Double agent?
Useful, very useful.
Supports the resistance, but is deemed too important with her talents. So she makes the front that she is working for them.
Do you have a network of spies within the city? And how do you communicate?
Yeah, that's a network is a little bit of a stretch.
Okay.
It's basically me.
No.
You do a lot of running around.
Contact, then.
I do. I get the zoomies. Usually when everyone's trying to rest and a quiet moment.
That's
Anyway,
it's typical, I think.
so
I would like to say that during the rest, let me make sure I have the spells available. Hang on. Dope. I do. I will cast Sending. 2.
Ooh.
What was David's dad's name? Yala?
YOLO.
YOLO. And
YOLO.
YOLO. YOLO.
YOLO.
I
Fine Welsh name.
I know. I will cast Sending to him. And
Okay.
I
As you
will-
go to cast Sending,
Yeah.
something. It's like the magic can't leave. You don't burn a spell slot. But it's like you go to cast it and it fizzles and just dies before you can actually go into relaying your message.
Do I feel like that's just in this room, or that's something that is citywide?
That's going to be a fairly high Arcana check if you want to try and make it.
We'll try. I will guide
Mhm.
myself because I'm trying to figure this out.
That makes sense narratively.
Yes, it is going to be a 19 with my guidance.
19. You know what? It's a combination of you thinking about this and understanding the sending spell and how it works with what Kaya had said earlier, or the questions he had asked about people trying to get word out. Why no one knew. It would be easy to surmise that this block is cast across the entire city.
So, like some kind of anti-magic dome.
Well, you've been
There.
casting magic. You've been casting magic, but it
So it's like a communication.
sending in particular is something that did not go through.
Okay. I will let everyone know that.
So you weren't able to get a message out, but we were able to teleport in through the barrier.
So I don't believe that it actually is a barrier. They may just have canceled certain types of messaging spells.
Well, and even so, the teleportation circles were linked. That's different than us passing through a barrier necessarily, I believe. It's the connection between the glyphs.
That's true.
That's interesting, though. I'm curious what else this will affect, but I guess that rules out any outside help we could call on. Looks like it's just us.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
Do you know how to use the teleportation circle if we could get back to it?
I've certainly used them and seen them used, though I've never operated one myself. I could try.
That sounds dangerous. So maybe we make that plan B.
Yes.
Not to rush everyone, but my son may be in some danger.
Right.
Yep. Yes, let's go.
Okay. He leads you back to the stone, which is, as you can see, it's got like almost like an iron handle that's been like drilled into the stone. And so they reach out and grip and pull on this stone as it moves out of the way of the wall. You're able to get back out crawling through the hole out into the alleyway with Antonio, and he takes you back down that alley, that sort of one-way alley out into the myriad of mazes, and takes you through like the rat race, like in between ducking and dodging and avoiding the main streets at all costs. After about 5-10 minutes, he motions for everyone to stop and says, "The end of this alley across the main street. That is my house. This is the only place I can think that Diego would be."
Do you have a way of signaling him? Some kind of word or knock or something, so he's not alarmed when we arrive?
If he hasn't returned, either something bad has happened, or he is hiding.
Okay.
I'm going in there with you. I am not sending you in alone.
Oh, of course, of course.
Is that what you call him? Diego, by his name?
Diego, yes.
I just was wondering if you had a different name for him.
Oh, occasionally I call him Little One. That is it. Okay.
Okay.
He pokes his head out around the corner of the alley, leading out across the main street towards his house, which is all darkened out. It's a very small abode, one story. There are several sort of undead, various stages of decay sort of ambling around, and then you see two. They're not moving like the other undead. They're not dragging and kind of mindlessly moving around. These are crawling, sniffing, quickly, rapidly.
Eyes of the grave.
What can you see with Eyes of the Grave?
The location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. And that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of my next turn.
So like lots of the street lights up because of the diameter of your spell or ability, I should say. There are lots of different sort of like skeleton zombies, like the regular kind of like slower undead around, and then also these two creatures that are crawling around on all fours, like slightly pointed ears. If anyone wants to make a perception check.
Okay, I will.
21.
21.
I got what is it? 24.
24.
18.
18. High rolls.
I also got a 21.
21. Nice.
Got a 6.
6. Everyone except Lost, who's looking, can see, sort of make out as your eyes start adjusting to the light that's cast across the street. Like it's sort of on and off flickering light from the fires that have been set around the city. So that like orange and yellow glows that occasionally hit as the fires flick up slightly higher around the buildings. They turn and their mouths are covered in blood. And you start seeing that they're in almost two-tone. And it takes a minute. And Rose, you're the one that sees that the tone difference between the sort of chest and up and below that is that they seem to have split through their own skin, and it is hanging sagged just below their chest and off their shoulders as they walk around sniffing, searching. They start to sniff around the front door of Antonio's abode.
Some kind of undead beasts.
What?
I was just telling everyone. These are some kind of undead beast. They don't even realize their skin is coming off of their muscle.
Can I? Oh shit! How far away are we?
You're a little bit down the alley looking across, so I would say maybe 40-ish feet.
Oh, beans.
The chittering kicks up before they take off, grabbing onto the walls and crawl through a small slit of a window, forcing their bodies in, cracking their bones in the wrong directions and things to fit in through the narrow window way, and they disappear.
Oh my god.
Oh, we better hurry.
You better hurry.
Yep.
Yep.
I want to take
I'm gonna go.
off.
Is with my 24, did I see anything else on the street?
You have seen a couple of other undead, the ones, especially with Rose pointing out, they're just kind of ambling around and walking off in different directions. If you time it right, you can make it across the street like Antonio's done before.
As soon as I see a gap in their way they're all looking, I'm taking off.
Yep.
Same.
I follow.
I can't let it. I know exactly what this kid's going through.
Antonio makes you wait for a second. Looks both ways. Now.
Yes.
And you all take off across, and you make it to his front door. The window, none of you are making it through. It's like a little wider than an arrow slit in a castle. The only one that could probably make it through is probably Lily.
I'll just break my bones
We'll try the door.
through.
You gonna go through, try the door?
I'm going to just not without breaking stride. I'm just going to try to bust through the door.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're going for the door.
Awesome.
Antonio.
Are you trying to get in through the window?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try to stop Kaya. Before he smashes through the door, because I see Lily starting to attempt to get through the window, and I pull him. I says, "Brother, let her try to get us in quieter, because we're surrounded by undead here."
We don't have time. We don't have time. This kid won't make it if we have about 5 seconds.
And we all die.
And I'm
if
going
we call
for
an
it.
army.
You have 5 seconds. We're all gonna die.
So I'm
Antonio,
like,
is there a back
Lily can do it. Lily can do it. Lily can do it. Trust her.
Okay.
This is the only way in.
Okay.
Maybe bad design. This is the reason that we had to fight our way out. Lily, you managed to, almost mimicking the same movements as the undead that made it through, you crawl in through the gap, kind of pushing and allowing your bones to snap and break in the wrong directions as you slide through this gap onto the other side, straightening yourself out on the other side. Make a perception check.
I want to be at the
This
window
is-
looking in.
This is everything I've ever dreamed about. By the way, just being able to do something like this. Perception check. That's going to be a 26.
26. Okay, quickly looking around, goggles of night on, you do not see the undead. You can hear things being tussled around. Chittering from earlier, hearing more of that. Tables being knocked over, chairs being moved. And then with that, you go and grab the door. You are able to unbolt it from that side and pull it open. With that, everyone runs in. You are in a hallway to the left. There is the rest of the room, but it curls off to the right-hand side. Straight ahead of you, you see a bookcase, a couple of crates, but that's it. Are you heading further into the room?
Antonio, where would your son hide? If he would hide anywhere.
There is a spot under the bed in the back of the house. It's loose floorboard. You move it and then you hide underneath it. Pull it back.
Perhaps we should keep attention away from that room, but go and see if he's there. Can we split, cause a distraction, and then I can take Antonio and we can see if he's there? I can make us hard to find.
I will do whatever is needed to do to get my son, but I think we need to make decisions a little faster right now.
Go. And
Okay.
All right, Adeline's gonna take Antonio's hand and twin invisibility on the both of us.
Boom. Nice.
And so that we can go find Diego.
Yes.
as she does
Sorcerer
that,
shit.
as they disappear, I want to. If there's like an overturned table or something on like in the room that we're at, like I want to cast light somewhere. I don't.
Okay, you're still in the hallway right now.
Okay.
You'd have to move into the main area of the house to see anything.
All right,
from
then
there.
I would do that.
Okay. Antonio hands Adeline his tail, like the tip of his tail, and just says, "Don't let go."
And she responds in his head, "I won't."
Responds, "Smart." And then, oh, I won't take this away from you. How do you cast invisibility?
I think you just see us kind of go into this like milky, translucent kind of opacity that's kind of like dappled with stars before each one kind of blinks out individually in rapid succession, and we just warp out of vision.
Stars blinking out until nothing remains.
Nice.
Well done.
And I like how we're all in the stance of good show, good flavor.
Storytelling, darlings. Good, good.
Let her cook. So they take off by themselves. Rose, you are moving into the main area of the house. As you do, you get to the corner. With your passive perception, I would say definitely Lily sees this as well. If she's
I'd say I'd be
moving with you.
following.
Yep. Is a small pack at the corner with blood on it.
Oh, like a backpack?
Yes.
I was like, well, damn, there's
Pack
just
of wolves? What the fuck?
No, I'm like just chilling
Small,
here.
yeah, a small pack of gnolls, only 20. Yeah, there's a small pack on the ground with blood across it.
Okay.
I mean, Lily would go try to pick it up if Rose wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
as you
not
go-
afraid of a pack with some blood on it.
As you go to pick it up, what you see is there's something attached to it.
Even better.
There is a gnarled hand of a gnoll wrapped around one of the handles. You go to pull on it, and that's when you kind of see it.
Is it attached to a body?
It is.
And the body's attached to legs? And a head?
It is.
I think it has a
Yes.
mole.
It is a complete gnoll.
It's just being ridiculous.
But what you do notice is that there is a small stiletto blade wedged into its eye.
Oh, it's dead. I'd
Diego's
like to
handy
take
with
the
a knife.
blade with the eye.
You want to take them both?
Yes.
Okay, got it. That's fairly easy to do. So you take the stiletto with the eye on it, the eye kebab.
From this
that in
corner,
my
can we
bag.
see the two creatures?
Who has dark vision? Everyone except Kai. Okay, cool.
I was trying to cast light
so-
for him.
Yes, so this is as you were kind of moving into this area. So as you see the two creatures. They've tossed over the table and are searching and sniffing, and the sound of the moving pack alerts them. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, can
Okay,
I
I'm
cast my
putting the
light?
dagger in the eyeball in my bag of my bag of teeth.
Okay,
Um,
and
can I cast my light?
yes.
So my
let's
idea was
say from where you are, there's a bookshelf right behind you. If you want to hit that, that will still illuminate the
is
whole
there
place.
an overturned table? That's what I was going for. Is that too far away? You said
Yeah,
it
but
did.
it's across the other end of the room, and that's where the undead are.
Okay. I will.
So if you hit the bookcase, that'll illuminate the whole room.
Can I grab a book, cast light, and throw it into the middle of the room?
Sure. Yeah, I'll let
That's
you do
what I
that.
want to do. So there's a book with light illuminating in the middle of the floor.
Go. Alrighty.
Oh shit.
Uh,
That's bad.
In that case, do we want to switch
Oh
views?
yeah, I'm running
Yeah,
a stream.
baby, yeah.
Oh no.
Give it a second. It's probably gonna freak out. Okay,
I'm probably gonna freak out.
there.
It worked.
Ooh.
All right. So the downed knoll is there. So that means that Rose, you would be over by the bookcase, right? After throwing the book.
Sure.
Lily would be next to the pack. And the knoll.
I would have. I would have
Go on.
probably, just because of being so anxious and worried about the boy, I would have probably run into that room ahead of them, but not gotten far because I can't see.
And there are enemies up there.
So let's say you were here by the time that Rose threw the book in, so now you can see.
Okay.
Rhapsody.
Probably in the back. Is there a chance to do any quick things before we go off? Or
I'll give you a very quick thing. Yeah.
okay, I just wanted to take my dagger and like cut my hand so that they can smell the blood, since Adeline did call for a distraction.
Okay. Yeah. Easy done.
I'll roll that damage.
And I'll probably be right behind Kaya, since Kaya rushed ahead.
See if you like here.
Yeah.
Just take 1 point of damage for that.
Oh, little prick.
Yeah, like I don't think you're like stabbing your like dagger through your hand. Like
Distraction's a distraction.
Come on, I broke my
Exactly.
bones to get in here.
And loved every second.
And I really did love every second of it.
Adeline, and I didn't expect you guys to go invisible. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Just me and Skimbleshanks having a good old time.
All these beautiful pieces, those gorgeous Hero Forge minis and Griffin Co. pieces. It's gorgeous. Battle map. We need to
Okay,
write
I'm back.
something up.
All right, so let's say that you guys got to right there.
Okay.
Whew, okay. All right, with that, 25 to 20. Good stuff. 20 to 15.
19.
18.
Cool. 15 to 10.
14.
That was me.
Yep.
It's a me.
Um, 10 to 5.
7.
5.
Excuse me. Rhapsody and Lot. 5 to 1.
I said 6.
Oh, I got
Oh.
5.
I didn't hear you. Rose. Okay, cool. Cool. Sweet. Okay. Up first is Lily.
Yes. I would like to pull something out of my bag. DM.
Okay. What do you pull out your bag?
A mask.
Oh. Okay. The plain ceramic white mask.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do with it?
I will put it on.
Got
I
it.
would like to go into my form of dread.
Yeah. So you raise the mask and press it to your face, and you feel it hold in position. And as you move your hand away, everyone sees the side of the mask starts to crack and chip as a layer slides off, and beneath it is a pure white skull under half of this mask. What does the rest of your form of dread look like, Lily?
I think she almost becomes slightly like ghostly in nature, so like her hair will start to like float out. Has like a greenish, bluish glow surrounding her. Very similar to how she describes her apparitions that she sees.
Dope. Cool. It's a bonus, right?
This is a bonus action. Yes.
Is this involved?
What happens?
It saves, right? Against frightened.
They once on each of your turns, if you hit a creature, I can force it to make a save to be frightened of me.
Oh, you have
But
to
I
hit.
do gain some temporary hit points, so I'll go ahead and roll that d10.
Sweet.
So that's going to be 10 temporary hit points.
Dope. So when you cause damage to them, you can make them cause force a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, when I hit them. Yep.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
So
Dope.
that's my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
As my action, I'm going to hold up my planchette and cast Eldritch Blast. There's 2 enemies, right? Only 2?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do 1 beam at each.
Cool. Holding your plan, the sort of spectral ghosts that come out of the hole. Firing.
That is unnatural 20 for the first one.
That hit. Which one was that at? There's
Close, the one to the south.
this one is in orange and this one is in blue.
Which one's orange?
This one.
I don't know. I don't
So,
know which one you're
the
pointing
orange
to. It
and the
looks
blue
like
one, which one are you aiming for? That's all I'm asking.
the one that's the furthest down.
Closest to the
Closest to the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that will be 8 damage, and I'll go ahead and force him to make the saving throw.
Yeah.
And the other one was a hit for. I hit both of them, by the way. This is the first in history that
It is,
both my
yep.
Eldritch Blasts have hit.
It was the campaign.
That was a 27 to hit, by the way.
You hit the same one?
That's the one to the north.
Okay,
That's
the other one.
6.
6.
Yeah, 1 to each.
Cool. And the blue one has to make a wisdom save? The first
I
one?
don't know. Yes.
One.
The one
Yep.
that's the furthest down. That's blue. Cool.
Rolled a 17 plus 0. 17.
That succeeds.
Okay.
Lame. He's immune to my frightened. That frightenedness.
For the duration now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see him kind of back away slightly, but not sort of looking wary, more guarded. But great. So you hit both of them. Action bonus. Are you moving?
I'm walking, but it looks like I'm floating. Like my toes just like drag on the ground a little bit,
yeah.
and I'll just like go like 5 feet back. Yes.
There you go.
Perfect.
That's move the peck. You good? Great. Kaya, you are next.
I am going to immediately run down to where I guess it's the blue one, the one at the bottom, closest to the bottom of the screen. And I want to get in between it and the wall so that I can get a direct line from, so that there's a straight line from me to the both of them.
There is no way of you getting a straight line through both of them.
Okay.
They are against the wall. You would need to be in the wall to get them across that way.
I didn't realize he was against the wall. Okay. Then I will back up. I won't go that. If I could, I would know I couldn't get that. So I would only go up a little bit, and in such a way that I will use a cone instead of a straight line, and I would just barely clip where I can make sure it only the right hand side of the cone just barely gets that second creature in it, so that it doesn't go any further to the right towards the door.
What size cone is it?
It is a 30-foot cone or 20-foot cone. Sorry.
Yep, easy done.
And
right. What saves do they have to make?
It's a 16 now. Dex save.
Oh, that's not going to make it. That's a natural 5. Oh, and a natural 20 for the furthest one back, the orange one. So natural 20 for the orange one. The one closest to the camera failed.
Okay, so that's... That is 10 for, I'm going with lightning damage, 10 for one, and then 5 for the one who saved.
Awesome. How does that cone of electricity look?
It's just like, it's like you see this cloud, almost like a thunder cloud. It's just crackling, and it just kind of exhales from my mouth. In like the cloud is rapid when it comes out, but like you see the lightning just crackling through it and just jumping, to various points in the cloud, and then it hits them both as the cloud envelops them.
Awesome. Yep. Yeah, so the one closest to you takes a lot of that brunt. He watches the lightning is kind of coursing through it and kind of splitting out through holes in between its like muscle fibers as it's like taking a lot of damage from that one. Awesome. So that's your action. You have a bonus?
Well, that's my first attack. Sorry. Second attack is I'm going to do an unarmed strike, draconic strike, lightning damage as well. So that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
And that'll be 9 points of lightning damage. Just like a straight like a body blow, like an uppercut to the ribs or like right under his sternum. And then bonus action, flurry of blows. I'm gonna do the unarmed strike, draconic strikes again for both of those. And that's 27 for the first one to hit.
That'll hit.
And 7 plus 8, 15 for the second one.
That hits too.
So that'll be 9 points for the first one and 8 points for the second one. all lightning damage. And so after the first shot to the under the sternum, and then I just come back with 2 more shots to the ribs on each side.
Great. So just this absolute flurry of just lightning coursing through it. You're watching as these bolts just splintering off through its body, out of these punches and out through the shoulder, chest, the back. Eventually those pummels add up and it just starts to singe and burn from the heat of the electricity, and you watch as its eyes just roll back and it falls on its front. Dead.
Yay.
You will not touch him ever. And I just stand there trying to catch my breath, huffing, over him. And that's my turn.
Cool.
Hey, in between turns, I just want to say giveaways live.
Oh, we got the giveaway!
Giveaways live.
Hey, thank you guys! Awesome. Thank
Exclamation
you so
point
much.
giveaway in the chat so that you can be entered to win.
You have to be in the US and you have to be in the chat when we call it at the end. Thank you so much, guys. You're awesome. Dope. Okay. Kaya, all right. It is the other ghoul's turn. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna go after Kaya. That's the only one that makes sense. So sort of clambering across the table, as it's knocked over on its side, almost like it doesn't weigh anything. Just the supernatural way that it's moving across all of these points. It flips over. And with its claws out and jaws extended, their mouths separating, almost like I won't say it because Diane's on stream. Yes, but we all know. The mouth unhinges as its teeth grow, and will attempt to bite you. That's probably not going to do it because you're a monk. Yeah, it's a 15 for the bite.
That misses.
Okay, and then there's 2 claw attacks afterwards. That is not going to do it. That's an 11. And, good grief. 13.
No.
So you could see it coming from the other side of the table as it lunges at you. You're able to kind of kick your cape up on one side and just kind of move away, backing out through it, using your monk training to evade those blows. It is Adeline.
Okay. Is that door is closed?
It is.
I'm going to try to slowly and subtly kind of push my weight against the door to try to get it to open. I know that the scary dude's distracted with Kaya right now, so I'm hoping that he will not notice us going through the door.
Okay. Are you trying to do this stealthily?
As unnoticed. I think I think I'm trying to be stealthy about it. I don't want to bring it. I want to keep the attention on all the hubbub so that we can get Diego quietly, hopefully.
Okay. Then we will make a joint stealth check.
Okay.
Actually, he's going to give you advantage.
Okay, sick.
Because then it's not on me.
Let me just see. Oh, 17.
17. Okay. So you're able to open the door amongst all of the sort of the crashing of the table and the ghouls and all of the everything that's happening. You open the door and slide in.
Phew. And we'll immediately go to that floorboard that he talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And is opening the door my action then for this turn?
No. Like object interaction. So you and Antonio knowing exactly where it is able to like scoot, and you feel like from holding its tail, you feel him like go down and underneath one of the beds, moves one of the floorboards, and he says, "Hey, Diego, hey, little one, it's time to go, yes? I know you can't see me, but I promise I'm here. It's really me. We got to go now, okay?" And you just kind of hear like a confused whimper as a small tabaxi is led out by the rest. You have company.
Oh. I am. Do I have an action or bonus action left?
I will say you can do like you can perform an action.
Then I'm going to touch Diego's shoulder. He doesn't see me, but as I'm going to cast invisibility on him, and I lose it, so that him and Antonio are both.
Does the twin spell lose it, or is it just the single?
Oh. Well, because it's technically two
You're
different.
you're currently concentrating on the spell on both of them, right?
Yes. Does that count as the same concentration for the two of us since I cast it at the same time? Oh, beans.
Can you twin it again?
Beans. I can. I could twin it one more time. I'll do that. I'll twin it for the both of them, and I'll lose invisibility so that they're both still hidden.
Good usage.
There we go.
Okay.
So with that, you watch the small tabaxi fade away into those stars, and you are visible once more.
Stay safe, all right? I'm going to go help the others.
Hey, you can't let go of my tail now.
Oh, right. All right. Stay quiet. Stay hidden. And she'll go back out into the room. And be like, oh no.
Cool. All right. We'll say that that's your turn for both of you. Okay. So as you enter the room, you look up and you see the ghoul that's like thrashing over Kaya, and then there's some movement out the corner of your eye, and you look down towards the knoll on the floor, who's like wobbling around and bulging and things, and his joints start moving by themselves, and out of the skin, it tears out of the back this maned bare skull, just sinew and muscle. Witherling stands up.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
There's blood just dripping from its torso as you watch all of the muscle fibers start moving over one another and twisting and turning like vines.
Guess who has his eyeball?
He currently does not have any eyes. So
Well, because I got one.
So ripping out of the skin, he is going to turn to Adeline, who is right there.
Oh no.
It's literally in the initiative.
She like comes out the door and like the slow look up. Like
Ooh, and he's going to take a swipe with his spike club. That's probably not going to do it though. That
Are you
is.
sure?
Oh, probably not. That's a 12 to hit.
That just happens to be my AC.
No.
No.
Oh, shield.
Hey.
Oh wait,
Hold on. Let me see if I have that level of spell still. That's first level. I still have first level.
shield.
Shield. All right. Dope. As the barrier, as you watch the club bounce off the outside, it looks back at you with its sunken, empty eye sockets and takes another double-handed swing. That is a... where is it? Over that side. That is 19.
Yeah, that hits.
So it does break through this time. It's the double-handed swing that just pushes through, bursting through the barrier, making contact with you. That is, I rolled a 1. That's 7 points of piercing damage. And that is its turn. That one is dead. Rhapsody, you're up. With Rose on deck, followed by Lost.
Nice. So hearing that amazing transformation, Rhapsody will kind of like flex his wings and they'll spiral out around him. So like one will kind of like tuckwertly in the front and the other will go in the back, and he'll leap off in the air around that bin over Lily and Rose and land probably to the square below Adeline. And his wings will kind of like catch his fall. As he's doing it though, he'll throw his Corum dagger at the creature that just attacked Adeline. And the moment he lands, the dagger will reappear and he'll stab him with his second attack. So 2 strikes.
Sweet. So like releasing the dagger, taking off, like protecting with the wings, and then catching it and stabbing again. Awesome. Roll that first attack.
Beans. 10.
10
For
does
the
not
first-
hit.
Okay. Wait. No, I'm not gonna. 21 for the second.
21 does hit.
Okay.
So you watch as you throw it, and the spike club comes back. The witherling sees it and knocks it out of the air, and it sticks into the ground, reappearing in your hand as you thrust it straight into his chest.
It will take 7 points of piercing damage. And kind of continuing with that momentum, he will use a key point to flurry of blows, and you'll see him like spin on heel, and his foot will just like kick and leap off, and then his other foot will kick into this creature, and then he'll land down.
Sweet. Yes.
So plus 7. The first one is 15 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. I'll roll damage after the second.
Are we talking about the witherling still, or the ghoul?
Still, still the thing that just transformed.
Got you.
So it is 12. I don't think that's gonna hit, so I think I have something.
Does not.
What is it? Arm strike, sonic strike, attack.
Excuse me.
And you miss. Yes. So, what was that other thing that I just rolled? 8. So 5. I'll try to use 2 key points to hit the creature, which will make it a. Oh, math is hard. 14.
14 just hits.
Okay. So.
Well gambled, sir.
Yes. 2 unarmed strikes coming. 14 bludgeoning altogether.
Nice.
This is 2 kids. Sorry, Adeline. You wanted a distraction.
Well distracted.
That would be my turn.
Nailed against the wall. Awesome. Rose, you're up.
I will move kind of to the middle of the room, and I will ask these creatures to make a wisdom save.
Oh, are we turning some undead?
We are trying to.
The ghoul is a 14.
Fail.
Ooh, and the withering is less.
Fail.
And it has a -3. That's a 2.
Were there 3 of them?
No,
Oh, there was
not
just 2.
anymore.
Okay, cool. Then they both fail. Do they have a challenge rating of half or lower?
No.
Okay. Then they are both turnt.
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 They gotta go as far as they can in the opposite direction.
So, Rose stands or walks into the middle of the room and kind of starts whispering as she holds her symbol of Eustis, and her chanting becomes very rhythmic, and then it gets louder and louder and louder, and as her final word releases, this pulse comes out from her, and they all just have to stop and turn and start moving away from us, which hopefully nobody hits them. And I will say, don't touch them. We have 1 minute.
Yeah. So yeah, you watch as the sort of color from their sinewy bodies kind of drains for a second as they start backing up to move. The ghoul has to go right into the corner. And the witherling can get over there with the rough terrain. And that's as far as they can move. That's it.
So I'll say we have 1 minute. We can leave. Do we have what we came for, Adeline?
Yes.
And she'll open the door and kind of motion them come out, and just kind of looking wild because she can't see them. Be like,
It's safe. We have a minute to get away.
If you aren't sure.
Yes, I think now's our time.
So you feel them next to you. Lost is your turn.
I will move up till I'm 10 feet away from the Witherling. So, like, I'll move into that space in between Raz and Kaya. A little further. So I'm 10 feet away. So, yeah. In between? On top of that overturned
There's a
table, I
chair
guess?
at the table. There's a chair and a table there.
Oh, okay. I'll just kick the chair out of the way. And I'll take that spot. And I'll turn back and I'll say, get the child and Antonio out of here, and I'll cover your retreat.
Okay. So, as you feel, Adeline, as you feel the sort of motion and the of the two Tabaxi moving around you, around the corner, the door flies open, and a large, imposing figure walks in, having to hunch in through the door, and stands there. What's all this ruckus? And spins a glaive around before slamming it into the ground. A towering knoll with silvered armor across his shoulders, gauntlets, with tattered, bloody rags around his torso. The words that you hear are, "Oh no, canoe." And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh no!
Cool.
Yeah.
Right under the
Oh man.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, we gotta do our thing.
Do the thing.
Yes, we do. Hey, if you're not already following us, I know there's a lot of new people here, or at least first-time chatters. If you could go ahead and click follow, that would be absolutely amazing. It's totally free, and it helps us out a ton. And you get a character rolled on the screen, like Shakespeare's cat just did. Shakespeare's cat, look at that.
Love
The cat
it.
themed.
I love that name.
Cool. Are we ready to
so
roll?
last couple of entries. This is for a gift pack from Griffin Co., our amazing brand partners that supply all of our 3D printed terrain. All of that dungeon terrain in there is from Griffin Co. Yeah, exclamation point giveaway in the chat to enter. The last couple of seconds before we pull it.
All right. Oh yeah, getting some newbies in there.
Oh.
There's a lot of
Yeah. All in. You got to be in the US and you got to be here. So,
All right.
3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Distal's place.
He's here, right?
Oh, he's live. I don't know if he's here. He might be lurking.
Oh no.
I think he was lurking.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's live on his channel.
Oh no.
The rule is you gotta be here.
That is the
rule
rule.
is you
That
gotta
is the
be
rule.
here.
We can roll again.
Oh man.
So everybody has to
Ready?
Yeah, we got
do it again, or what?
we gotta re-roll. Frisky's like, oh no.
It's Boob Tube. This is
them a
the
raid.
tit episode.
Boob tube.
Boob tube.
Boob tube.
You did it.
How many times were you?
We're all about the tits on this stream.
Or
Right?
just what?
Everything's gone tits up.
Have they gone as well now?
Oh no, they have to respond. Where are you
Yeah.
at, guys?
Have they left?
Tits up.
I just saw them.
It
I
says
thought-
they're here.
Just respond in the chat, Boob Tube.
Boob tube.
Boob tube, we believe in you.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we can't hold this up forever.
Okay. We're gonna roll it again in 5, 4, 3, 2, roll. Boss Jellybean, I know you're
Boss
here.
Jellybean!
Yeah. Boss Jellybean just.
Yay!
Hey, all you sinners out there. Did you know that Boss Jellybean actually made our Splash intro, the really cool Forge one? She put that together, and she
That's
is
so
awesome. That's awesome. If you want to go ahead, message me in the Discord. I saw you joined a little bit earlier. We have a Discord, guys. You can come and chat with us and stuff. And join in like life talk and D&D talk and all kinds of talk. Anyway, message me Griffin Co. In Discord, and I will get that stuff out to you this weekend because I'm catching up from when I was away. Thank you so much. This was an amazing stream. Awesome comeback from Gary Con and being away. Awesome to be with these guys again. Awesome to be with you guys again. This has all been awesome. I feel the love so much. Are we gonna find someone to raid?
Mike, the
oh no,
Distal,
no.
we'll send you something, Distal.
Yes, I will get something to you because you do a lot for us. So I will get something for you. Yeah, so we'll find someone to raid.
We're gonna raid Mike.
I guess oh, Mike's here? Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna go raid Mike from the Legend stream, which will be our next stream, which is on Monday, which is where you will be on Monday, watching us as the pretty DM Diane DiCarlo takes us through her world of Shah Ogal. So make sure you're there. We'll be back the next Friday for Fables again for part 2 of this battle with Canoe, the Enforcer. Yes, thank you so much. Stick around for the raid. Grab those extra channel points, and thank you for starting your weekend off the right way. Much love. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.